Hello, I'm Colonel Carl DeSalvatore, the JAG Corps U.S. Army Reserve retired, and more importantly, adjunct instructor at Suny Canton. If you're looking at this video, you must be in one of my classes. No one else would be subjecting themselves to this. So what I'm going to do with these series of videos, this is one in a series of videos, is to try to illustrate certain concepts and techniques of legal research. Today we want to cover the aspect of where do citations come from and actually finding cases in printed libraries. To do this, my loyal cameraman, my son, and myself went down to the Jefferson County Supreme Court Law Library. Each county in New York has a law library with various amounts of printed legal material for the use by the public. And in this line, we're going to try to keep this one under 10 minutes also, this video. What we'll do is we'll try to find in the printed volumes certain of the cases that we went to find on our digitally on my earlier video involving Westlaw. The first case that we want to go find is one of my favorites, People v. DaCosta, 6 New York 3rd 181, 811 New York S 2nd 308. New York 3rd is the official reporter for a Court of Appeals case in New York, so let's see if we can find it. We're going back in the dozens of stacks that we have here in the library. And see what we have here. New York Reports, Volume 6. Let's pull it out and go put it down and see if we can find our case. 6 is the volume number. New York 2nd, or New York 3rd is the name of the reporter. Page 181. People v. DaCosta. It's here. Now, if you notice, on this official reporter, they do not have all of the head notes that you found in using Westlaw. You have the counsel, and you just have the opinion itself. Okay, now when you have a string citation, that means that the same case is reported in multiple reporters. The second citation was NYS, New York Supplement 2nd. Let's see if we can go find the same case in another reporter. Now, back in the days, not too many law firms or libraries had all of the reporters, so it was important to put in a string cite so that you would find a reporter that the judge or opposing counsel had access to. Here we are in New York Supplement 2nd, volume 811. Volumes go up to 887 right now. The page number, the last number, 308. Page number 308. And here we are, People v. DaCosta. You see the familiar head notes that were also in Westlaw, and then the opinion itself. Now, while we're in this volume, I want to bring something else to your attention. When you shepherdize or key cite, you'll often find citations with the parentheses table after them. This is a table right here. Tables are used either to report the decision of the court in granting an appeal or denying to hear the appeal. And there are multiple cases all on one page because their opinions are not published. It's just informing the public that the cases have either been accepted or the appeal has been denied without hearing it. Okay, let's take a look at another case that we found in one of our earlier videos. In re Estate of Perosi, 657 NYS 2nd, 112, 238 AD 2nd, 833. That citation is Blue Book format with the West citation first. Here we're going up. New York Supplement, volume 657. Let's turn to page 112 and see if we find our case in re Perosi. Page 112, in the matter of the estate of Grace Perosi, deceased. There's our case, again with the familiar West headnotes. Now the string citation, the second citation was from A.D. Second. That is the official reporter for the appellate division, and let's see if we can find that. The official citations for New York are currently green volumes. We have 238. Okay, here we have 238. And if I pull it back to the table and look at page 833, let's see what we find. 833, in the matter of Grace Perosi. Again, the official reporter does not have all those headnotes, nor do they have the case name standing out. So you've got to make sure that if you're just skimming for it, you don't go flying right by it or think that you have the wrong citation. Let's try a Supreme Court case. For my LM students, we'll try to find the Bivens case. 403 U.S. 388, 91 SCT, Supreme Court, 1999, 29, Lawyers Edition, 2nd, 619, string citation. This library only has the Supreme Court reporters. It doesn't have all three. So again, that's why it was important to have all three citations in the string citation. In this digital age, if you can look up the case, if you have one of the citations, you can find the case digitally. We're going back to this, the end of the library here. We have a Supreme Court reporter, 91A. Let's see if we turn to page 1999. Page 1999. Bivens versus 6 unknown named agents of the Federal Bureau of Narcotics. Again, the Supreme Court reporter is published by West, so you have the familiar West headnotes. The U.S. citation is the official citation. It's actually published by the government printing office before the U.S. Supreme Court. And finding one more of the cases that we found digitally in one of my earlier videos, U.S. v. Vitasek, 553 F. 3rd 344. The federal reporter reports many of the cases from the U.S. Courts of Appeal, U.S. Circuit Courts of Appeal. Again, Federal 3rd, volume 553, there really are over 550 volumes of Federal 3rd, in addition to over 1,000 volumes each in Federal 2nd and the Federal Reporter. Let's turn to page 344. Can we get that? We get that in good light. 344, United States v. Vitasek. The familiar West headnotes and the opinion of the court. So these citations came from the original published reporters. The page numbers actually represent page numbers in a volume. The first number actually represents a volume number. And if you know the reporter abbreviations, you know what cases are published in that reporter. And as always, when you do a citation, you need to include the year so you can tell the relative recency of the case. Thank you for your attention. As with all my videos, if you have any comments about this video, please send it to my Suny Canton email address. And if you think you can do better, by all means do it, and we'll negotiate about the credit that you'll get. Thank you, and study hard.